out to that participant right away. Maybe you'd like us to do a little bit of research and respond back to you with some additional information before we make that initial contact. And in those cases, you'll go ahead and mark this as no. Marking it as no, that doesn't mean that we're not ever going to contact this participant. It just means that we're now going to wait for you to indicate when the proper time is to make that contact. So we're really leaving it up to you to tell us when you'd like us to reach out. And then this is just the bottom half of that submission page, which is just like the general inquiry. You've got your message portion here, your update on resolution. Again, this does default to yes. So if you don't need those updates, go ahead and move that to no. You've got your CC line, and then again at the bottom you have your attachments option. And then you'll go ahead and click submit. Any questions on the two different inquiry types or their submission pages?
Nope, thanks.
Nope. I'm good.
All right, so as you go in and you start using the gateway, if you're ever questioning which inquiry type you want to use, the main question you want to ask yourself is, do I want this to show on the issue log? And if the answer to that question is yes, then it's always going to go underneath a participant-specific inquiry. Once you've submitted your inquiry, you will get a confirmation that looks like this. It does give you a reference number. The reference number isn't something you need to hold on to because, again, from the home page, you're always going to be able to see all of the inquiries that have been submitted. The good thing about this confirmation, though, is if you've clicked submit and this is what comes up for you and then you realize maybe you forgot to add your attachment or you forgot to CC someone, you can click on this link here and it will reopen the inquiry so you can make any changes or updates that you need to. But other than that, again, the reference number isn't something that you need to worry about. Once you go in and you've submitted your inquiries, you may need to go in and review those or make new updates. So this is a copy of the email that goes along with that notification that we've been talking about. So if you've selected to receive those update notifications, this is what will come to your inbox. All you need to do here is click on the link. The link will take you directly to the gateway and directly to the inquiry in question, so there's no searching or anything involved for you. Very similar to that is the CC email. So if you've been CC'd on something or if you've CC'd someone else, this is what they'll get. And again, all you need to do is click on that link. Like I said, for those security reasons, if the wrong email address happens to be added and someone receives this, when they click on this link, they will get an error message at the gateway. They will not be allowed in without the proper password and login information. So once you start receiving these emails and these updates, and you click on that link, it's going to open up the individual inquiry. This is also what you'll see if you open an inquiry from the main page. You can click on a participant's name and open it up from there if you need to add new information. And what you'll see on this individual inquiry here is you have your comment box at the top where you can add any new pieces of information. You can ask a new question. You can respond back to something that Melee has said or answered for you. You can also change your update on resolution choice here. So if you've originally said yes and you no longer feel the need to follow along with the inquiry that closely that you need those updates, you can switch that over to no. You always have the option to go in and send over any new files that you need to send for us. And then down here is where you're going to see Melee's responses for you. So if she's answered your question, or she'll be notating here when she's reached out to the participants and the contact that we've had with them, you'll always be able to see her information here. And this communication history, it does keep an ongoing tally of the conversation. So if you've had a back and forth where you're answering questions and asking questions and Melee's responding to you, this will just move down and you'll always be able to see your responses versus her responses, just like you do in an Outlook. So if you need to refresh your memory as to who said what when, you'll always be able to have that here. And then down at the bottom of these individual inquiries, it's cut off here, but you do have a print option. You have a little print button that will pop up. So if you ever need to print out an individual inquiry for someone's records or for your files, you can do that very easily here instead of trying to print out an issue log and just select the single participant that you need to print out. And next we're going to take a look at the issue log. So again, from the home page,